And it's Brown in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, Paul George is out there with Junior. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Harrell in at the 5 down low. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. Just 5 on the clock. James with it. He just worked San Antonio in that last game.
And Junior, a player who's expected to be a bit of a project, they'll give him spots here and there early in the year, but he's shown well in the time he's had thus far.
And Greg, Junior, a player they have high hopes for, just not early on. Talent is there, certainly, but the opportunities to develop might not be readily available. Here's Beal. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, to see him now, it's hard to believe Montrezl Harrell was a second-round pick, but this guy is a passionate NBA player, and he's worked hard to improve his skill set.
Wall passes to Beal. Brown kicks to Beal. To the middle. Wizards passing it around. Here's Hachimura. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How good is that pass from John Wall? My man doing some work right now.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. George finds James. A 3 from Leonard. It doesn't go for him. And it's Washington the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Morris, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
They grab their own miss. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Outside, Wall. Wide open. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Nice to be in control of the offense. Wall calls his own number and delivers.
Harrell the pass to James. And the dunk by James.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Beal. Here's Bryant. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Absolutely love the energy that Thomas Bryant brings nightly. He earns his rebounds. Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Morris passes to James, and the dunk by James.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And so it's Washington with it, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well, separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a
Very
pretty
small.
club, that's
Very
for sure.
exclusive.
He can really rise up.
He's a force. I mean, it gets a lot easier when you face little to no resistance.
Beal against George. Beal can't get it to go.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Clippers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Both free throws good from James. Here's Wall. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Outside, Beal. Wall against James. Wall dishes to Bryant. Brown outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Leonard. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge. A smooth athlete with that near 7-foot wingspan, Brown has the positional versatility that every team craves.
And Greg, it's not just the physical attributes. Brown is smart. He's highly skilled. He played point guard in high school, so you know you can run the offense through him. He's got great handle, great instinct, so much to like.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Marcus Morris. Then for the Wizards, Mo Wagner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Davis Bertans comes in for Hachimura. And it's Singleton in for Brown. Williams against Wall. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, Leonard in position.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Beal. 43 points out last game. Here's Wall. And James pulls it down. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's George for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You have got to be aware of Paul George. He is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Wizards trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They double team Beal. He kicks it to Singleton. 4 on the clock, and it's Wall in the corner. Good on the 3-point shot. Wall's got 11 points.
Catch and shoot opportunities, more efficient. Wall gaining confidence every year in that shot.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
Oh, as he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just... Leonard, the pass to Morris. George with the ball. James finds Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Paul George. And it's James in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Bryant's shot is off.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years. And if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Wizards trail by 12. Outside, Beal. The Wizards with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's James, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
For Los Angeles, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. Here's Wall. He's got 13. Outside, Beal. And again, Washington, no good.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Wall kicks to Bryant. Now here's Beal. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. To the paint, here's James, and the dunk by James.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Wall passes to Beal. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Beal's got 6.
Well, Bradley Beal entered the league with big-time range, but he has continued to extend it out.
Back to James. Outside for George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Harrell, the pass to James. Yes, that goes in. James has got 25 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Wizards. It's an 18-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Hachimura finds Beal. Count it. And it's 8 points for Bradley Beal.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
Wizards trail by 16. Beal drives in. The shot, no good. George with the defensive effort.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Harrell, the pass to James.
Oh, please.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Washington's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Wall. Makes good on the step-back jumper. 15 points in the game.
This is John Wall's comfort zone right here. Excellent rate of success from the mid-range.
The drive by James. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Brown, the pass to Hachimura. The kick out to Wall. Over James. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And they double up James. In the corner, it's Morris. Pass to Harrell. Back to James. And the dunk by James.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
Oh, as he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Pass to Bryant. Launches a 3. And again, it's Wall with a 3. Wall's got 20.
I'll tell you, he is absolutely playing some basketball right now. John Wall, nothing the defense has is impeding his progress.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. Brady, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Yeah, sometimes that's the best you can hope for with Wall inside. Send him to the charity stripe.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Then for the Wizards, Mo Wagner comes in for Thomas Bryant. And it's Singleton in for Brown.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Beal against Williams. Beal the pass to Wall. Shot clock at 5. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Boy, John Wall's ability to finish through contact, that is great upper body strength.
To the inside. And the dunk by James.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Wizards trail by 18. Outside, Wall. Wall draws the double. And here is Singleton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Beal gets a wide open look from outside off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Sure. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Washington's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Clippers ahead, running away with this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Wizards 5 right now. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
The assist from Kawhi Leonard. Now Wall. Pass to Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Wizards. And it's Bryant at the elbow. 6 on the shot clock. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Harrell. Outside, George shoots over Beal. That's good for George on the assist by James. George has got 7.
Well, you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Hachimura the pass to Bryant. Here's Beal. Here's the 3. And James pulls it down. James has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Harrell slams it in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And Bryant gets it to go.
Boy, tremendous focus from the big man, Thomas Bryant, making the difficult finish look pretty routine. That's nice.
Morris with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. James against Wall. It's hauled in by George.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's good. Harrell's got 4 this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They get a hand on it. James looking around. And Harrell slams it in.
Throw it up and let Montrezl Harrell finish.
Washington's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 16-6 run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Beal can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Bryant up top. And Beal kicks to Wall. Back to Beal. The 3. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight.
Never a second thought from Bradley Beal. The rise and fire and the catch and shoot. Yes, sir, that's my game. You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Nice ball movement by Washington. Beal can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And James throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. The pass to Bryant. Beal against George. Here's Bryant. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Harrell. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Washington's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Passes it to Beal. This one for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And his performance today, guys, is really a thing of beauty. A triple-double for him today.
Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The drive by James.
And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Wall wide open. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Wall. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
James with the bucket.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. Wall, that's good.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
The drive by James.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Wall, and the rejection by James. To the middle. He's looking for Harrell and finds him, and it's good, 2 points. Harrell's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, the beauty of Montrezl Harrell, he doesn't need sets run for him. This guy finds spots and creates opportunities.
Brown outside. Pass to Beal. Bryant looking over the floor. And here's Wall outside, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. James has got rebound number 13 with that last one.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And stolen by James. Lob pass to George.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Beal with it. 13 points in the game. And stolen by James. And it's good for 2.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's Wall. He's got 32 over James. The Wizards with another miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Here's Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Beal. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. And here's Wall outside. Paul George grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And Harrell slams it in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Wall finds Beal. Shot clock reset for Washington. Goes back up. Wall's shot is off.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Hachimura against Morris. Back to James. Down low. Here's George. Harrell trying to free himself up. And there's Paul George on the assist by James.
Excellent offensive positioning from Paul George. Size, length, touch. Beautiful.
Washington shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Pass to Bryant. It's Beal on the wing. Good on the triple. Beal's got 16.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
George passes to James. And got it! Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
The Wizards shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's Wall. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
What?
Jackson kicks to James. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Green is out there with Patrick Patterson. And there's Jackson. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's James in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Junior.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
And the Wizards making a change here. Napier's checked in. Washington shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. Now the pass to Bryant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
You know what I like? Thomas Bryant doesn't lack for confidence. He forces the defense to get aggressive with him right there.
Bryant hits them both.
And what Brian has been showing more and more of is the ability to read the floor and make good decisions.
Right, Greg. This is a very smart guy who dominated in high school and college just because of his size. He overwhelmed opponents. Now we're seeing him pass out of double teams. Shot selection is better. Timing and pick and roll is now superb. This guy has really grown.
And it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
That's how it's done, my man. Jan Mahinmi attacks the rim. No one gets in his way.
To the inside, James. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Robinson. Count it. Good.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Free throw good. James. And James drills them both. .27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And stolen by James. Jackson passes to James. And James throws it down.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Passes to Mahinmi. Here's Napier. Hands it from downtown.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Free throw good, James. And so he makes both from the line. At the elbow, it's Jackson. The drive by James. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.